That Fallout Show.
Well, hey everybody, and welcome to episode 34 of That Fallout Show. I ran so far away. I'm Rick McVick, and with us tonight, as always, is Shalene.
Hello, hello.
And joining us as well is the long-lost Vendertron. But he's found
Welcome,
now.
sir or madam.
Oh, he's got his
I
voice
missed
back.
the voice thingy.
Did I? What?
You have not done the voice thingy in so long.
Oh. Well, it's all screwed up.
Well, it's nice.
Welcome, sir or madam.
See, that works
There
out
we
so
go.
nice. It's so pleasant.
I was fiddling with it because I was testing out Twitch Sings earlier this week. So
Oh, are we going to sing, Bender? Are
I
we going
would
to
think
sing?
we need to do some duets. Yes, a little
I'm
Whitney,
so
a
excited.
little Whitney, a little Celine Dion, perhaps.
This is going to be fantastic.
What is exactly Twitch Sings?
It's karaoke.
It's karaoke online. That's basically what it is.
Sounds like I won't be touching that with a 10-foot pole.
We're gonna sing it, and I'm gonna play the ukulele. We're gonna sing Margaritaville.
I'm ready.
I'm laying it on
What are you,
thick
like
for
a
you.
60-year-old man?
Hello,
Cardigan.
I'm drinking tea. Anyways,
All
on a
right.
Friday night, it should
On a
be
Friday
beer. or
night. Well, I
something.
got coffee and Coke, but I mean like Coke in a can, not the
Yeah.
kind.
Hey,
but
it's the 20s. They're
Hey man, I
put
love
the Coke back in the Coke.
coffee and Coke. There's this
I'm
viral
drinking
video.
a tea as well.
In a fancy mug, no doubt.
It is not a fancy mug. It is a plastic glitter cup.
Of course,
Basically
of course
a
it is.
sippy cup.
Child.
It's very
Yes.
Christmassy.
One of my employees brought me this for Christmas, which was very sweet. So I thought I had to use it on the podcast because it's glittery and fun.
All right, we're doing a podcast.
Yes, we are, and you can give us some glitter by sharing us on your social media. By glitter, I mean like promoting us to other people, and because glitter gets on everything, so we want to get on everything, kind of like a cosmetic herpes, like glitter is. Anyway, so you can share us on your social media, and you can also send us emails, and then you can like subscribe and retweet our thingies that we send out to the world, and then you could tell your friends about us and host us on Twitch and all other things that are social media related and shareable. So please do that. We appreciate every bit of help we can get because Lord knows we need it. And on tonight's episode, we have some news and a lot of gameplay coming up. Shalene has been devouring Fallout 76. Pretty much, yeah. Nuclear winter, so I hear, as a tease
Indeed.
for what comes later. We have a recap of the challenge, as well as an issuance of a new one. And then we're going to talk to Shalene a little bit about how Fallout 76 is doing, like the state of the game, because I know I haven't touched it. I've uninstalled it. And Vender, I don't know if you've played it at all since the last update.
I've uninstalled it.
Right, so there we have it, folks.
I uninstalled it to make room for Red Dead Redemption. But now that I got
So
a
I'd
one
like to announce that we are changing the name of the show to That Shalene Show.
Shalene show. But I'm happy to say that my partner gave me a 1 terabyte solid state for Christmas. So
Hey.
all of the games will be installed.
Wow,
So-
there you go. All right. So, but before we get into that, Fender, I think we have some peoples that we need to thank. 5-star reviews.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do. 5-star review shoutouts.
Yeah.
And just to preface that, I'd like to say if you would like to give us a 5-star review shout out, all you have to do is go to Apple Podcasts or iTunes and search We Just Love Games, GameStack Podcast, or That Fallout Show.
Sure.
And you can leave us a 5-star review shout out. All the way from the US, we have Nintendo Podcast says, enough said. Much love from Nintendo's co-host, Durka1988. Great for Boston. Our sports says excellent. Show has the right mixture of fun and news. I learned something new about Fallout every time I listen. Keep up the good work. I thought that was part of the same person, but it wasn't. It was 2 people.
Yeah, his review name was Great for Boston, Our Sports.
I feel like that's me talking about sports, knowing nothing about sports.
Guys,
should've
I
said it
played a
with a
bunch
little
of
bit more.
Madden on New Year's Day because my nephew and niece
Hmm.
came to visit and they love
Mhm.
Madden. So like I feel like I know so much more about football now. I just absolutely I could talk about football.
Really? Huh.
Yeah,
Always
it was
found it to be
terrible. It
another
was so
language.
funny. Well, I guess that's for a different
We'll save that for
podcast.
next week.
Yeah.
Sportscast.
We have a
Um,
whole different podcast for that.
My wife got into
Um,
fantasy football, and to hear her spout out stats and like positions and players is like, who are you, and what have you done with my wife? Like, she's not a sports ball person. It's funny, but now I've gotten used to it after 3 years. She still hasn't won any money.
Anyways,
Awesome.
We
What
also
even
have-
is this show?
Lop that
we
head
also
off.
have some new people in the Discord. We've got Vasissa.
Vassalsa. That is one of the Sarahs from
Vassalsa.
Dames Who Game.
Yes, we know this name. Yeah. And prior to that, it was Radstag Rudy, which was on December 14th, our last show. Guys, we don't have any new people. I'm just assuming that you all have been very busy with Christmas, and that's probably why you haven't come to the Discord.
I
But
haven't been
if
posting.
you feel like rolling into the 20s the right way, you can join our Discord by scrolling right down below Rick. The link is there for the Discord. And that is virtually our chat after dark. It's been so active over the holidays. Everybody has been really sort of all together over the holidays. It's been really nice to see, you know, all of the happy and Merry Christmases and Happy New Year's and the gifts that people get, and they're sharing it and they're playing games, and it's, you know, it's great. I love it. You were going to say something, Shalene?
Yeah, I just wanted to say something about the Discord shoutouts. This is an issue that's come up a couple of times. We had somebody send us a message on Facebook today stating that they had never gotten their Discord shoutout. They had, it was just on GameStack. So we have this other podcast called GameStack, and you should listen to it.
Maybe we should double dip for the shows. I mean,
Or
Got a
maybe they
Belgian
should
dip.
listen to GameStack.
who doesn't double dip? Come on.
Belgian dip.
Anyways, I also did a thing. I did a thing, you guys. I entered in a contest on Discord in some random server because I'm on like 50 different servers, and it's out of control. But I got this at everyone, and I clicked on it because I can't stand that little red dot on
Oh,
all
me
of
too. Me
Ooh,
too. I hate
It's
it.
like a
I
thing.
have so many
just-
of them on Discord. I am an old man on Discord. I see those red things and I look through and I'm like, I don't see where I'm tagged at all, and they just exist. And so
That's because it was like 4 days ago,
I
and
guess
it's like
so.
gone. It's gone in the conversation. Anyways, so what they were doing on this server was they were giving away a free month of Discord Nitro. So I entered, and I ended up winning. So I won a free month of Discord Nitro. Still don't know what it does, but that's okay. But I somehow figured out how to boost the server. And I don't
makes
know what that does either.
confetti.
So
There's some confetti next to your name in the server now and in the
Oh,
foyer.
is that what that's from?
Yes, you can like run your mouse over that little dot next to Vendertron's name and it sprays out confetti.
oh yeah, look at that.
Isn't it fun?
So is that what the
Wow.
money goes towards, I guess? huh?
I
that's so
lost like 20
fancy.
minutes of work productivity because of that.
Well, apparently I can have like an animated profile picture. And I can add my emotes from my stream on Twitch across all Discord servers. I can use them
Huh.
anywhere and things like that. So I don't know what other perks. I think you have better sound quality and better video quality when you're sharing screens and things like that. But to be honest, I didn't really notice a difference.
Mhm.
It's still shitty. So anyways, we also added some new stuff to the Discord. We have an Atlas channel now. And I'm really glad that somebody suggested adding this because I had started playing Atlas and I really enjoyed it. But the game was in early access when I played it and it needed a lot of work. So I haven't been back to it since.
Is,
And I'm hoping that this might revive my love for Atlas.
is it playable still?
It's the Skull and Bones we always wanted that never happened.
Is that
But it
game
is
ever
Skull and
playable.
Bones, are we?
We're never going to get that. No, that's long gone. Maybe in this next decade. But yeah, so that's Discord. that's
What a
that
loot.
Discord show. Back to you, Rick.
And over to the news.
If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment.
Now, normally we'd toss the ball over to Shalene there, but she's going to be doing a lot of gameplay stuff. So me and Vendor are going to hack and slash our way through this news. So this is not going to go very well.
It'll go fine. You got this.
Sure.
I'm
so-
excited.
I'm just gonna make you go first because
Oh, okay,
I still have to
thanks.
prepare. So
Okay, so a look back at Fallout 76 in 2019. And this is just kind of like a recap of Fallout 76 and the events that they've done, some of their updates. And they talk about, spring, which saw the Wild Appalachia update, and Nuka Shine stuff. And this was when we were all starry, doe-eyed users, and we were like, this is going to be great. It's going to be a magical experience, Fallout 76. And we'll be able to, like, drink Nuka Shine, black out, and wake up in random places in the wasteland and make our own version of whatever that terrible movie was that everyone loved. But yeah, and then the Fosnut Parade. You guys remember that? How much fun we had with Fosnuts or Fosnachts, as some of us couldn't
it was
pronounce.
okay. It was just okay. Okay, it was good. It was good.
I was gonna say, I thought you had fun with that.
I did, but it
Yeah.
was just-
Foshnasht was amazing.
Yes. And the
Yeah.
sausages. The sausages. Anyway,
It's okay if you didn't think Foshnasht was amazing. That's
well,
totally
I'll go into that later.
It's fine.
afterwards they came out with the Pioneer Scouts, and that was a little more grindy. That was pretty grindy. That was definitely content for those who were pushing for those badges.
Pioneer Scouts was off-putting.
For some, it definitely was. Daunting, not jaunting. That's wrong. Daunting. And so yeah, that was that. The summer saw the Meat Week with Graham. That was fun. You could meet. Was Sally the Moo? Chally. And you could feed her or milk her. See, this is terrible. Why are we doing this? Shalene should be doing the news.
You got it. You go,
so-
girl.
And that also saw, I think that was the first raid of Vault 94. That saw, let's see, that's this Battle Royale. And the Battle Royale came out, Nuclear Winter. Shalene has taken a liking to that. I still think that this Nuclear Winter is the best Battle Royale I've ever played. I don't know about you, but I've played PUBG. Fortnite was, what other Battle Royale? I played the fire one from Battlefield 5, and that was garbage.
Well, I'll tell you something about Nuclear Winter. I don't hate people in it when I play it.
Okay.
Like PUBG has made me loathe humanity. Nuclear Winter, when somebody creeps out behind a bush and they're like, "Here's some bullets," and then they go back in the bush, you're like, "What just happened?" Like, don't you want to kill me? They're like, "No, just go." Like,
Yeah,
Has
that's
that happened?
not happening anymore.
oh,
If
Well,
that happened in the beginning, it's not happening now.
it was definitely like that at the start.
That must
And it
have
was
been
funny.
like the summer of Pokemon Go or something, the first week of Nuclear Winter.
Yeah, perhaps.
So they talk about fall and winter, and I'm going to quote the article here, and this is directly from Bethesda.net. And I really like the way that they say this. And they say, fall and winter. The truth is that this fall, we all thought we'd be playing Wastelanders together, making new friends and enemies with NPCs. Like, even they're like, hey, we thought this was going to happen, but turns out it wasn't. I do like the fact that they're being a bit honest with, hey, we thought we were going to do this, but we're delaying it. I appreciate that honesty. But we did see the Halloween event, and that was fun. I love the Halloween stuff. Mischief Night, that was a lot
Mischief
of fun.
Night was really fun.
Yeah. They talk about some of their quality of life improvements, and yes, over the last year, they've been really pushing out a lot of cool player vending machines, larger storage capacities, still not large enough, but larger. Different. I think the inventory system had changed up a little bit as well. But yeah, so overall, I think they've definitely improved the game. I'm gonna say that. I think it's at a better place than where they left it, functionally speaking. But yeah, it's just like they're doing a little celebratory article of a look back. And Shalene, as someone who is still jaded and starry-eyed about this game, You're not jaded. We're jaded.
That's not
Me
what
and Vender.
jaded means.
Yeah, I was wrong term.
No, I'm jaded.
We're jaded.
And I'm not starry-eyed.
She's starry-eyed.
I am not starry-eyed. I recognize that this game has many problems. I recognize that from the beginning.
What's your opinion of the last year?
It was. If it wasn't Fallout, I wouldn't have hung around.
Okay.
I think you're somewhere between starry-eyed and cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely. I tend to have a more positive outlook, a more hopeful outlook than you guys do, just in general.
This is true.
I don't know. It's been rough. This year has been rough. It has not been an easy year to be a Fallout fan. And I feel like the conversation around this game has grown so unpleasant and toxic that you can't even have a conversation about it anymore. You know what I mean? Because the people who hate it maybe haven't even played it, but they just want you all to die because you're liking it. And how dare you?
It's I like to call that gamer community bias.
And then there's the people who are loving the game, and a lot of them feel like they have to be the Bethesda Defense Force, you know, and they go too far the other way sometimes.
Yeah, and then you have this sort of
they're just fighting
almost
to fight.
political.
It is
political.
almost political. And when in reality, the path is in the middle of these. You know what I mean? It's this game could and should be much better than it is. It could and should run much better than it does. But there is magic here. You know, that there are some wonderful things about this game. There's still a lot to love, and I have fun when I play, or I wouldn't continue to play.
Good news, everyone! Double XP Weekend starts January 9th and ends January 13th. So you've got that to look forward to. If you want to get leveled up to enjoy some of the new content that's out and coming out, like the Watoga Underground, which is a part, I think, of the Wastelanders, or that's just a new event or a new place that's already opened up now. But apparently underneath Watoga, there are...
That comes with Wastelanders.
It's a whole underground parking structure that's explorable. It's almost like a city underground. They put out some new screenshots of that, and it does look pretty good. So we'll see what that's like. I know that everyone's been... I've got this sinking feeling that Wastelanders might bring me back just to see what that's like, because it's been the first additional content that isn't repeatable.
Well, you guys have to
event
try
focused.
Wastelanders.
Of course.
You have to at least try it.
It's the next story content is what I mean. That isn't like a repeatable instance or like an event or something. So big chunk story. I mean, you know, so it'll be interesting to see how that continues the story of Appalachia from us, you know, freeing it of the
Scorched Plague.
The Scorched Plague, yeah. I couldn't even think of what the heck that was about. So yeah, that's what's new on that's a small Inside the Vault, just those two things. I guess there's not a lot going on because they're trying to gear up and get that Wastelanders DLC out. So, Vendor, you're a robot, right? You deal in the ones and zeros.
More ones than zeros, but
You ever been hacked?
That's kind of a personal question, Rick.
Yeah. I'll have you know, my plugs are clean. Nothing. Well, Bethesda got hacked. Yeah. So Fallout 76 brought about its own hackers, which use the game to steal players' items in the game.
They did.
So, and this article is a Kotaku article written by Ethan Gach. This came out December 26th. But was it December 26th? Yes, we just wanted to share it with you.
It's been a while since we did one of these shows. So
so last weekend, somebody somehow managed to steal items from hundreds of players in the Fallout 76 universe. Bethesda went ahead and patched the worst parts of the exploit, but some of the players were still waiting to hear if the company were able to restore their lost loot. This is a video that was posted on YouTube showed the player running around Appalachia, lifting items up from random unsuspecting players, conducting a bunch of different robberies and things like that. So this robbery spree, I guess, basically was a result of a newly released hack over the unknowncheats.me, created by the forum user ErectBan, that allows players to steal items from anyone close enough in the game to appear on screen. Reddit user Jedediah Jedi was one of the people who
he was cut from Star Wars canon.
Was basically robbed in the video, who told Kotaku in an email that their gear included a full set of power armor, 3 legendary modded scout armors, and their sheep squatch mascot head. That was both powerful and took them a long time to obtain. So naturally, Fallout 76 subreddit very quickly filled up with comments and complaints, calls for Bethesda to bring the game offline until it was fixed. The company did just that on Monday evening, and they took the game down for maintenance for an hour before pushing out a new fix that potentially blocked the hack, although they claim it did. And Bethesda spokesperson said on Reddit, "We would like to acknowledge to those of you who were impacted by this exploit. We want to make this right, and we are currently looking into ways we may be able to compensate you." So, as I said, a bunch of players had their stuff stolen, Foshnos masks, legendary armor, things like that. But the word from the community is not as bright as Bethesda's overwide public response to it. Many people have sent in emails and tried to contact Bethesda, but haven't heard anything on it. So while the inventory that was hacked was fixed, it caps off this really weird start of the year with this small inside vault thing. And we don't really know. There's a lot of uncertainty around Wastelanders and things like that. So I don't know. I think this kind of reinforces my hatred for buying in-game outfits and content and stuff, because this made me realize that it's just so easy for somebody to just go and steal it.
Well, some of that stuff too wasn't even in-game purchases. It was like the stuff you had to earn.
Yeah, the
too.
purchases you could just make again, no big deal.
Yeah,
Cost you like 3 cloth.
But some of the stuff that, like, so Shalene, what would, if someone stole your Fasnacht masks, what would you think would be compensation? Because that's your time, you know?
Yeah, I would be really sad, because it's not only time, it's also memories. You know, the times that we ran Foshnosh, I didn't ever do it by myself. That was us running as a crew together. You know, the 3 of us, Archon, Jess, those were good times. I enjoyed doing some Foshnosh, and it would feel like having a personal keepsake.
Yeah, I just wonder what you would think would be valid compensation, though. Like, what would you like to see from Bethesda? I'm just curious.
I would like my Foshnosh mask back. Thank you very much.
Oh, so you wouldn't want Adams or...
No, I would want them to return. I would want another Foshnosh mask.
Gotcha.
I hope Bethesda finds whoever's responsible and permanently bans them for life.
Your IP is dead to me.
I think any hacking there should be a 0 tolerance policy, especially if they want this universe to continue on for many years.
You know who I want to interview? I want to interview someone who hacks, like, on a normal basis. Like, I want to know what drives them to do it. Like, is it just Joker syndrome, where they just want to watch the world burn and people have a bad time?
Now, that is an interview I would love to listen to, but I don't want it to happen on our show, because then we're drawing their attention.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, all of our podcast feed is just Rick Astley.
Next week we're going to be hosting 3 whistleblowers. No problems. No problems there.
I just want, because, like, I play a lot of Battlefield 5, and there's a lot of hacking in that, and like blatant hacking. like a dude sniping from across the map with like a machine gun that is completely not able to do that, and they're getting headshots from like so far away, and you're like, well, they're blatantly hacking. They're 72-2 in their KD. What motivates them to do this? Like,
part of me kind of wonders, like, is it a thing because they feel burned by Bethesda, or is it that this is just a standard phenomena across all games and it was
think it's a
inevitable?
little of both.
I think it's
I think
across
it's a
all
little of
games.
both.
Everyone hacks at everything. Like, everyone cheats at everything they possibly can. But I wonder, what are the motivations behind that?
That would be a very good social sciences study.
Yeah, like, I don't think anyone's ever sat down and hashed it out.
You know what? We're gonna write that into the notes because I'm gonna do a little research on that. Anyways, continue.
let's do it. Yeah, let's do a game stack on cheating. But
That's a good idea. It really is.
yeah, look at us doing the show on the show. A little behind the scenes. It's not even behind the scenes anymore. It's just the scenes.
No, we do all the shows this way now.
Everyone's behind the curtain. Come on, behind the curtain, kids. I mean,
Yes.
that sounded. Vendor. No, Shalene,
Yes.
you had something else to add, Shalene?
No.
Oh, okay. So, Vendor, tell us what bargains we can behoove upon ourselves.
Oh boy. Well, what do you guys want first? Do you want Bethesda store news or do you want ballistic bargains?
Oh yeah, and this Bethesda store news, it isn't even like new items. It's not a shopping story. It's a news story.
Okay, well, we're just gonna like skip over that then.
Oh, well then,
Or-
we can wait. We can come back to that.
Actually, no, they're talking about shipping. Okay, we're gonna talk about the Bethesda store.
Oh,
I knew you'd be. I added this specifically for you, Vendor.
Oh, so, well, I guess if we're going back into this.
If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment.
Well, I mean, this is kind of a little bit of both.
What a trash fire.
Dun dun dun. Anyways, the Bethesda Gear team. Well, I mean, I want to say that they value all of the comments and emails that they receive from their fans, but I don't necessarily know if that's true because I've sent them four emails complaining about Canadian shipping. Anyways, they have been undertaking some of the most significant projects regarding their store to overhaul and fulfill a lot of these comments and emails that are coming through from the community. It involves a mountain of logistical issues that need to be resolved when overhauling something so complex such as their e-commerce system. They said that they haven't spent the past few months investigating, or they have spent the past few months investigating how to improve the fulfillment system. And in the end, they decided that another third-party vendor could not address the requirements for the quality shipping in the manner in which they were willing to accept. So they did a bunch of research and a lot of market analysis, and they chose to spin up a new division of Development Plus Incorporated and create their own logistics division so that they could better control the customer experience for fans in the gear store. So this is pretty big news because this could potentially have worldwide impacts for all of you Fallout fans out there, especially our number one listeners in Uzbekistan.
Right.
This is what's happening. So they're changing logistics regarding advantages, improvements that will hopefully improve your experience. There will be short-term impacts due to the change, but Bethesda wants to be very transparent about it, and they wanted to send along this information that we're sharing with you. So, high-quality packaging is the first item on their list. They care about collectible items as we do because they are fragile and some are a little bit overpriced. We know how important it is to get the gear and its packaging whole and intact. So they are going to provide the highest quality service and will employ specially trained white glove packaging teams to care for orders with a particular emphasis on high value collectibles and lithographs.
I did not think that's where that sentence was going.
So you know what that means? that means that the price of these products is going to go up. Second item on the list, faster and more efficient order fulfillment. So when it comes to ordering, one of the biggest questions has been, when will my stuff arrive? You can take control of the process. They have dedicated themselves to meeting and exceeding shipping policies and getting orders out the door quickly. But they still have been putting new software into place and integrating new procedures to be able to improve those processes. And one you've all been waiting for, more shipping options and pricing. So another advantage of the fulfillment process in the gear shop is that they can negotiate directly with carriers about services and pricing. So the logistic teams will have available to us some new services when the new warehouse spins up. And they will continue to offer additional services and pricing as time goes on, but are committing themselves to constant improvements in this area. And will strive to provide better services as they become available. So my interpretation of that is we're probably not going to change our shipping prices. We're just going to make things get to you faster. So it makes it feel like you are getting your shipping money's worth. But for me, a $20 shipping bill on a $40 product is still not worth my time.
Actually, shipping has gone up this year. I got notifications from both UPS and FedEx that on an average of 4.9%, costs are going up, and the $25 heavy weight fee now goes down from 75 pounds to 50 pounds. So shipping prices have just went.
Goes up every year.
Yeah, so your $40 product might ship to you now, vendor, for $25.
Yeah.
Happy fun time.
Pretty much.
Happy fun time.
Yeah. Anyways,
how bad do you want that lithograph?
How does this affect us, right? And they've talked about a lot of improvements. They said starting December 28th, they're loading up all the new inventory and the shipping across the US in the new warehouse that they have in Oregon. That means that there's going to be some disruption to some orders as they move things about and conduct inventory of their new warehouse and restock and things like that. And they're patiently waiting until after the holiday rush to carry that out. But there is no right time really for that to happen. So what's really going to happen is all orders starting December 28th, 2019 are held for shipping until they complete their warehouse transfer, which should be around January 15th. But that's highly dependent on a lot of factors, weather, speed, teardown, inventory setup, auditing, all kinds of stuff. So they're going to be working on that as quickly as possible. And we'll check back in with them in a couple weeks and have some more information on that. So, anyways, so I kind of hope that new shipping policies comes better shipping prices, because it's virtually not economical to order things unless it's like $100 worth of stuff. So, and sometimes I just want to take advantage of the sales that they have and buy $3, $5 bobbleheads,
And then have them shipped for $30.
Yeah, it's stupid. It would actually be better for one of you guys to order it and then ship it to me. Even the exchange rate would be cheaper than their shipping costs. Anyways, that's beside the point. Let's move on to Ballistic Bargains.
There's no lead in for this. It's just...
So they've added a host of new items to the Atomic Shop. This is update 16 as of December 31st. You can unlock all kinds of new items. First and foremost, free stuff, because we love free stuff. So if you missed out on any of the posters that were up for grabs during the Wild Appalachia last year, this week you have another shot at them. They've brought all 3 of them back to the shop for free for a limited time. And in case you haven't completed the quest lines that arrived with Wild Appalachia, you can place these posters in your camp and give them a read to begin those adventures. These new items include the Nukashine Party poster, the Sheep Squatch Ate My Brother poster, and Pioneer Scouts poster, all available until Jan 7. Limited time offers, New Year stuff. So with the new year comes celebration. and festive outfits. You can expect to have access to the Lion Dancer outfit, the Gala Tuxedo, which Shalene, I think you have.
I do.
Um,
It's amazing.
Is it? It looks very sparkly.
It is. It's glorious.
And also the Shogatsu bundle. And those are all available till Jan 14. Available till Jan 7 is the New Year's Mr. Fuzzy plushie, as well as the pink wallpaper. And just to reiterate, the Shogatsu bundle contains the Kagami Moki and the Kodamatsu, whatever the heck
Yeah,
that
and these
is.
are like they're like plants.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I was thinking like Moki, like Moki?
no, they're like
I love Moki.
it's sort of a cross between a floral arrangement and a plant.
Mm-hmm. There's also some items that are returning to the Atomic Shop, so you can expect their return on Gen 7 at 12 Eastern Time. The Nuka Shine Power Armor Paint, the Hero of the Wasteland statue, Samurai outfit, Vault Boy and Girl Power Armor helmets, Fringe Dress, Confetti, Photo Mode Pose, Croquet Mallet Skin, the Nuka Shine Workbench, and the Happy New Year Photo Mode Frame. Those are all coming back. And things that are headed for the vault as of Gen 7, you can expect to see the Pristine Mo the Mole outfit, the Fancy Bar set, which I think you have, Rick, the Fuzzy
Yes, I do.
Ride, Mr. Fuzzy Ride, Stainless Steel Refrigerator, First Responder Shotgun Paint, Theramin, Stripes Wallpaper Camouflage Combat Armor Paint, and the Heart Photo Mode Pose.
Real quick,
Go ahead.
I just want to say the outfit that's on this article is the dude in the American cowboy hat, the American suit with the cowboy boots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For anybody listening to this show, I want you to get 2 other people, all right, and dress up like in these outfits, the American flag outfits. And I would love to see you guys do a machinima replication of the Primus video, Winona's Big Brown Beaver. Please do that. I would be tempted to pay you money to see that because it'd be hilarious. Nobody knows what I'm talking about except for you, that one person. So it just reminded me of that.
Last but certainly not least, weekly offers. So you can get the Vault-Tec Power Armor Paint, the 2076 Glasses Deathclaw Pelt Rug, Mini Deathclaw Statue Bad News Billy outfit, and the Mr. Pebbles plushie. All available until Gen 7. That's it from the Atomic Shop.
So is that everything then?
That's everything.
That's everything. So that leads us into Shalene's segment. I do want to do my due diligence and just ask, Vendor, have you played any Fallout 76 or Fallout at all?
Negative.
Okay, Shalene.
Yeah. Just a lovely reminder, gentlemen, that there are multiple other games in the Fallout series that are not Fallout 76.
Just before you start, Shalene, I would like to say that I have literally played every other game except Fallout over the Christmas break. But I am sorry to disappoint, but I haven't got to the pie either.
Oh, right. The pie.
It's on my list. It's on my
pie?
list. I've been putting it off, and Christmas has been a little bit tight, so I haven't been able to go and purchase the ingredients to make the pie. So I will hopefully be able to report back by the next show.
It's going to be so fun. I'm excited for that.
Mhm. Oh, and also, we're supposed to be hosting Victoria Rosenthal sometime this month.
Let's do that.
Yeah, she told me to get back to her after the New Year's, and now that it's after the New Year, I have to reach out to her.
Let's do it.
She said that she would have some time this month, so keep an eye out for our upcoming episodes, which may or may not include her. Well, it depends on scheduling, right? So
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited to meet her. She's neat.
yeah, she's a wonderful person. She streams on Twitch cooking.
Mhm.
She cooks all the video game things. Yeah, so.
Very, very
Anyways.
cool. Very cool. So, I guess it's me now.
Yes, yeah, your turn.
Okay. Well, I played a lot of Fallout 76 over the past week or so. With Archon mostly. Lots of Nuclear Winter because we decided to go ahead and try to get those holiday rewards. You know, there are the different tiers for experience points. So for 1 XP, you could get a holiday wreath. And then there were some Christmas gifts that you could earn. A little Charlie Brown tree, which was really adorable. What else was there? Some snowflake paint for the metal armor. And then there's a beanie and an outfit. The problem is with this particular set is that they don't stack. So when we did the Halloween rewards, we got all the way to the top reward, which was the glowing skeleton suit. But this time we're not going to get that last outfit because they don't stack. So all of the XP that we've earned during this current time, it resets. You know, it doesn't count for the final outfit. We have to start over at 0. So to earn that final outfit, it would be the same time commitment that we've put into all the other rewards so far, which is a little too much for us. So we won't be doing that. But we've been having a lot of fun playing Nuclear Winter. The first 2 nights went super, super well. Archon had sat down and figured out how much XP we were going to have to earn every night, because of course he did, because it's a limited time. And we crushed our original goal of just getting to the snowflake armor. We just knocked it out of the park. It was amazing. We had a couple of wins. I killed some guys. It was really exciting. We had a lot of fun. And one of my favorite stories, guys, that from this little time playing Nuclear Winter is the story of a crunchy taco. Yes, this was my favorite thing that happened during Nuclear Winter. So there was this player named a Crunchy Taco, and Taco's team just dominated a round, right? They just slaughtered everyone. It was just, they were above and beyond the rest of us. They just did an amazing, amazing job. And then the next round that we played, a Crunchy Taco was our teammate, and we were really excited. We were like, yes, we're on Taco's team. This is going to be great. We're going to win. But we let her down. We let a Crunchy Taco down, and we died. We failed. And she died after we died, and it was bad. It was really bad. And then we played the next round, and we dropped into the Morgantown airport. So we're at Morgantown airport, and we're just looting, looking for stuff. And I run into one of the train cars, and I'm in this train car. I found a gun, and who walks in the end of this train car but a Crunchy Taco?
Really?
Yes, and I was so scared, and she was trying to kill me. But I got enough bullets into her that she backed out of the train car. So I drove her, I pushed her back out of the train car. And I knew she was outside waiting for me to come out. So I was just like, okay, I live here now. I live in this train car. This is my new home. I will never emerge. And I'm telling Archon, a Crunchy Taco just attacked me. I'm trapped in this train car. And then I hear some shots, and I hear, who's Crunchy Taco attacking? Nobody. Because while the Crunchy Taco was standing on the top of this train car waiting for me to come out, she was totally focused, and Archon just came up beside and just took her down. So that was the saga of the Crunchy Taco. We felt really proud to have killed a Crunchy Taco because she was a great player. She was really a good player. So if you're out there, Crunchy Taco, it was good playing with you. It's really fun. We had a series of very lousy rounds the next day, but it was still fun. We were dying almost instantly. It was like lots of practice rounds. It was bad.
I remember those PUBG rounds.
It was so bad. Yeah, that one was just warm up. But we had some terrible rounds the next day, but it was still very, very fun. And then it was New Year's Eve, right? And on New Year's Eve, I saw this gala tuxedo that was in the Atomic shop, and I had to have it. I had to have it. It's golden. It's covered in sequins. It's a golden tux with tails. It comes with a little gold sequined fedora. It was made for Gym Justice, you guys.
What was it called again?
The gala tuxedo?
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
It was so good. It was so sparkly. I was really excited. And so I bought this outfit and put it on, and I was sparkly, and Archon's like, well, I should dress up too since it's New Year's Eve. You know, this will be good. I'll find something fancy to wear. So he's scrolling through his inventory and he picks out something to wear, and we end up playing. And then the next round, I'm just talking about my fancy outfit. I'm like, oh yes, this is so great. I look so fancy. I love it so much. And Archon walks up next to me and he's like, yeah, I got my new outfit as well. And I turn and he's wearing the Grognak suit.
Nice.
I laughed so hard, you guys. It was such a surprise. Like I was so unexpected. I was expecting him to put on like a suit of some kind, but it was the Grognak outfit. So
I would have been like, get back in that house.
he's
and
standing
change.
next to me in a loincloth, and I'm like, oh geez.
Yeah, this is why we can't take you places.
But I laughed. I laughed a lot. I laughed an awful lot. But he did go and change into a suit with a fluffy tie, and he looked very, very dashing.
But I don't want to be a pirate.
It was really good. So we were dressed up in lovely suits for New Year's Eve and played some Nuclear Winter. It was really great.
Was there some sort of like midnight event?
No, there wasn't. There really wasn't.
They didn't have
So-
fireworks or anything?
Nothing.
Hmm.
Nothing special.
Missed opportunity there.
I thought so too. I did notice that there were far fewer hackers this time than last time that we played for the Halloween rewards. You may remember that when we were playing for Halloween, there were people shooting us from across the map, through trees, through rocks. Just, it was bad. And we haven't experienced many hackers during this more recent bout of Nuclear Winter shenanigans.
Mm.
Also, people seem to have discovered the joy of landing at the golf course, which is probably my fault. We like to spawn at the golf course because there's a lot of loot and there's usually not a lot of people. And I mentioned that on a previous podcast, and I think maybe it caught on because people are spawning there now. It tends to be a spicier drop. But
It's the pachinki of...
it is the pachinki, yes. The
Good
chopsticks
old
of it's the
PUBG.
chopsticks.
I think White
Nuclear
Spring is
Winter.
White Spring is kind of like the pachinki, isn't it?
No, White Spring isn't available.
Oh,
The maps are smaller. The maps are not the whole map. There is a Flatwoods map and a Morgantown map. So
I see.
yeah. But we've had a lot of fun playing Nuclear Winter. Last night we played again and we won a round. It was glorious. I killed some dudes. I was so proud of myself. It was fantastic. Really, It went really well. It was so
Nice.
fun. I've been really enjoying Nuclear Winter, and I don't know. I don't. It's not my favorite thing because PvP. You know, I'm not too big on PvP, but I absolutely wouldn't. None of these rewards would be worth playing it if I didn't have fun. So, I do enjoy it enough to feel motivated to keep going with it. So,
Yeah.
we have, I think, just about one more match before we unlock that sweet Nuclear Winter beanie. So
Nice.
that'll be good. We also jumped into adventure mode for a while on New Year's Eve after we achieved our original goal of getting the snowflake armor paint. We decided to go ahead and go into adventure mode and knock out some of those daily challenges. And I told you guys I bought this golden tuxedo, right? I wanted it so badly, but I had to buy some atoms because I didn't have enough atoms to do it. And guys, I bought Fallout first.
And
Yeah, I was waiting for your disappointment.
Just go
And?
back to the hold screen.
I was waiting for your disappointment.
we're waiting for your disappointment.
We're waiting for an
What was
apology.
it like?
We're waiting for an apology is what we're waiting for.
Well, you're not gonna get one because I needed the atoms. I needed them for this. I was gonna buy atoms anyway, so I may as well save money on Adams
And
and
review
get Fallout first. Yes, and frankly, we, the premier Fallout podcast on the internet, owe the people an unbiased review of Fallout first. So.
I'm just still trying to bake my pie. and it's no bake, so I don't know what's so hard about it.
But I did grab Fallout first, and it's kind of wonderful, you guys. It's kind of wonderful. They gave me the Adams right away, so I had no problems buying my tuxedo. There were enough left over that I could have grabbed the flapper dress if I had decided to do that. Or,
It is the 20s.
I know.
Gosh,
I was
love
really
it.
torn on which outfit to wear. Did I want to wear the tuxedo or did I want to wear the flapper dress?
I mean, I really hope that like guys start wearing like 3-piece tweed again, and like ladies put feathers in their hair and stuff.
I'm for it. I would wear
long
feathers
beads,
in my hair.
long beads, and those straight dresses.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
For the flapper contingent to come back.
Yeah,
Indeed.
yeah.
Yes, I
I
would.
mean,
look
we
cute in
already
those
have
outfits.
records. We have records. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. I also think we should bring back speakeasies. That would be fun.
There's this,
I always said that if I won the lottery, I would open up a speakeasy or like a burlesque place, like a cabaret kind of.
little tassels.
And the requirement to get in the door is that you have to be
Bring
in
your own
costume.
tassels.
Like
I
you have
love
to be
it.
dressed in the era.
Yes, I love that.
There's a speakeasy in the city where I'm from, and it's members only. They only allow like I think 15 people at a time in there because it is tiny, and it's like down underneath this restaurant, and it is straight like Vegas 1930s. It's like red crushed velvet and gold.
Oh, I love it.
Dude, it is one of the most gorgeous. They have like Frank Sinatra impersonators come down there and sing. Like it's a crazy.
I would live there.
Oh, it's
I would live
it's
there.
awesome.
I'd walk in with my hat and my jacket, and I'd be like, Jack Daniels, neat,
It's
and like light a
it's
cigarette or something. You know,
it's
it's just
really cool. It's one of the most like posh.
Shalene, baby, how you been?
Hey, dog.
We could do the Charleston.
But yeah, it's I love that place. It's amazing. So yeah.
There is a speakeasy in my city, and I need to look it up. I know of it, but I don't know what it's like. So
I'll send you the
report
pictures
back.
of the one I'm talking about, Vendor, privately.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see.
Archon says, "Let's skip the depression if we can."
That's a good idea. But I think that's
Let's
the
skip
thing we're the
depression and
most
go right
likely
to
to
World
bring
War
back
III.
in the new 20s, I think.
The
That's-
depression.
Oh gosh. But yeah, I was not depressed by Fallout first. The tent is really lovely. It was all decorated for Christmas. It was very easy to set it up. You just use the favorites wheel to set up the tent. So that went really well. The scrap box is game changing, you guys. The scrap box it's I know, Rick, I know. But it's it's wonderful.
I've got
It's
nothing to say to
wonderful.
you.
I have so much space in my pockets and in my
Vendor's face.
stash. And
I've got nothing to say to
Archon
you.
gave me all of his scraps, so now he has all this space in his pockets and in his stash. And
So we don't have toll roads in Canada, but I imagine it's a lot like that. Like you pay extra money to drive on the less trafficy road.
Mhm.
It's kind of VIP access. I mean,
yeah. And let's see, private worlds. We loaded into a private world to check that out, and it was really, really nice, guys. It was really, really nice. There were magazines all over the place, and just loot everywhere because no one else had been through looting it. Loading was fast. The performance was so smooth. It was peaceful during our events. You know, there was no idiots disrupting things, and it was wonderful. Archon and I had a wonderful experience hanging out in this private world. However, we should not have to pay for these quality of life features, Bethesda. It's wrong that these particular features, the scrap box and the tent in particular, are part of a paywall, and that the game runs better on the server that you have to pay for, that's not cool. We shouldn't have to pay for good performance.
But you
That's
paid
capitalism,
for it anyway.
baby doll.
No, I paid for Adams, and these other articles
That's
are a
just
fringe
an
benefit.
excuse.
You gave them real money for fake money.
You gave
I
them real
did.
money for exactly what you said we shouldn't pay for. So
I
I'm
did.
just saying.
I did, and I have no regrets because I am wearing a fabulous golden tuxedo. I have my own private tent
Your own private
near
Idaho?
Archon's camp. Yeah, it's lovely. And we can just we can't hear you from our private worlds. We can't hear you disparaging us from inside our private world. So
Just like in real life, you have to pay extra for social mobility.
indeed. But it was lovely. I still feel a little dirty that I did it.
You should.
But
You should,
It's okay.
you dirty.
Rick and I will be over here in the gutter.
it was lovely.
But we're
That's
real.
lovely.
We're living in the reality, man.
Yeah.
But Vendor,
In our
I
gutter.
think that you in particular might enjoy this game far more playing on a private server.
Oh,
And you
I
are welcome.
totally would.
You
I
are
totally would.
welcome at any time. Anytime you guys, if you want to try this, just let me know. I will boot up a private server for you guys.
So you paid for like a month?
Just the month. Just the month.
And how much was that?
It was $12, I think. Yeah.
Oof.
Did you get a golden toilet with that private world there? Private jet?
$12.
Actually, I mean, it's worth it for the atoms alone, but still,
Just for the atoms, it's well worth it. Just for the atoms.
it's stupid.
I see, and the thing I don't like about it is that the three of us are trying to justify it right now.
I'm not justifying anything. I'm saying it's awful.
And I don't know if you missed the part where I said that we should not have to pay for quality of life features.
But you
Yes,
paid for
I
it
did
anyway.
get that.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have had to kill him, but you did. Well, that's besides the point.
Yeah.
I think you're being uncharitable right now. I really do
Uncharitable?
think you're being unfair.
That's because he doesn't have anything to give.
you're being unfair. You're being unfair right now.
I am. I'm hyping the moment for the show. It's show.
Yeah.
We should start. We should
Because
start a new show.
We're all fake here. We're really not like this in real life. This room is just
no,
this room's
what
just
you
a set.
what you see is what you get, guys. I'm
It's
sorry.
WYSIWYG
Hate
right
to
here.
disappoint you, but no, I was just gonna say we should start a second podcast and call it Fallout Second. Yeah.
Fallout on the
Oh,
dole.
Dear. Oh dear. But I still feel very conflicted about Fallout First, but it is lovely. It is lovely. I enjoyed it quite a lot. It was a good experience, but I do feel a bit dirty.
The Dead Planet in chat says third podcast, which is they aren't correct. Or they are correct.
He is right.
You know, it's funny because we're talking about this now, but when I start my new job, I'll have like Fallout First and new internet and be like, "Baha, smoking cigars."
Okay. Somebody remember that Rick said that because
Why? I'm not getting
'cause you
Fallout
just-
First.
Oh,
I was just being
okay.
silly.
I thought
was just
you
being
were
silly. Because
just
like
being
once I get
facetious.
money, then I'll be spending it like I never said I wasn't gonna, kind of thing. Sell out. I was acting like I was gonna sell out.
Oi, oi,
Hey.
V.
Hey.
But we did have a lot of fun running around adventure mode in the private world. We cleared all of the daily challenges, and we hung out at Bib's Speakeasy in our suits, and we rang in the new year with a vintage lead champagne toast at midnight. So Archon and I had a lovely New Year's Eve.
I feel like, first of all, Archon, Mr. in the chat, my sideburns are completely real. They are not fake. I do not live in LA. Agrutis shiz.
I am gonna have everything is gonna be fake when I'm older.
You're gonna look like David Hasselhoff.
I'm gonna have veneers and beautiful flowing hair and just like giant boobs, maybe. I don't know. Botox.
Please tell me you're joking.
Shalene will see me after 2 years. She'll be like, "Vendor, you look
Awful.
rested." I'd be like, "Yeah, I just got injections in my mouth." Sorry. Anyways, yeah.
I want to age ungracefully, so I look like a just a grizzled old angry man.
If you've seen the men in my family, things are not going well for me. The prospects, it's all downhill from 30.
Where were we? What were we doing? Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
Who are
I'm
you
sorry
two?
for you guys, but my mom and my grandma are beautiful. My great grandmother was beautiful, so I'm gonna be fine.
You got the good genes.
Mhm.
Yeah, she got Levi's.
What?
Jeans.
Levi's are, yeah, okay.
Levi's are the.
So, guys,
I put my hand on your chest.
the
Levi's
last
are
thing,
excellent.
the last thing that we talked about was having a lovely, lovely New Year's Eve vintage lead champagne toast, and now we can talk about the challenge.
I just can't believe. What do you wear? Lee's or something? Gap pants? Ugh.
Robots don't wear jeans.
he just lets his chipset hang out. That's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So last week's challenge is about holiday shopping, and we had a couple entries. Thank you guys very much. This one is Bit Trash. It says, Don't I look fancy in my new skiing outfit?" And
I love it.
Yeah, I know he's sitting there.
Is he in the White Spring? I think
He
that's
is in the White Spring. Yes, it is. He's hanging out in the White Spring, one of the clothing facilities there. Next up is Felden Woodwind. And he says, "Merry Christmas to the best podcasters out there and all of TFS listeners. I'll chat with you all in Discord during the show live once mailing
love
season
it.
is over." And he's
I love
hanging
it.
out. What kind of mask is that?
It's like Borg.
It's like
It's an eye patch. It's like you remember the guy from Nuka World? What was his
No.
name?
In
In the companion from Nuka
Yeah.
World, and he was a raider. It's
Yeah.
like that.
Well, it's a beautiful Christmas tree with presents and some lights and packages, and they're standing there in this beautiful little Christmas outfit.
Gage. Thank you, Swamp Man.
And this cool
Gage.
little eye patch. So that was Felden Woodwind. And last up, we have Matt Crumbly. He says, "I'm old now, so all I shop for on Black Friday are new clothes." And he's got a nice new suit.
Clothes are expensive, man.
Pinstripe suit, I might add.
That is a sharp-looking suit.
I
Yeah.
love it. He looks like he's ready for a speakeasy.
Clothes are expensive and worth it, especially Levi's jeans, which is all that touches this
Hashtag not
derriere.
sponsored.
We are not sponsored by Levi's. But that's all that touches this chipset.
I have like one pair of jeans, and I think they're like Hugo Boss or something.
What's wrong with
Yeah.
jeans?
But I did not pay full price for them. I got them at the thrift store.
Jeans are
So.
great.
I have a lot of jeans.
Jeans are great. What do
Yeah.
you wear? Corduroy? Do you go when you walk?
I wear dress pants. And when I'm not wearing dress pants, it's generally like Lululemon or something.
Well,
Yeah.
lemon?
I kind of like. I
Lululemon.
have to own a
Look it
lot of
up.
jeans, though. I live in New Mexico. It's like the law.
The law.
Yeah. It is though. Like here, the dress code is totally different. Like to when there's a formal event, what you're gonna see the men in is like new black jeans.
And
You're
big
laughing, but
spurs.
I'm not kidding.
I know,
Like
and big
new
spurs.
black
dress
jeans.
Dress
They
jeans.
polish the boots, a suit jacket, bolo tie, cowboy hat. That's what you expect here.
Guys, I have to
Ooh.
buy a whole new wardrobe for this job I just got. I gotta wear
Oh.
corporate
Dun,
crap
dun,
now.
dun, dun, dun,
Lovely.
dun, 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 dun,
No.
dun, dun, dun,
I got
dun,
to
dun,
buy
dun,
I got to
dun,
buy
dun,
new
dun,
clothes for this job, and it was lovely.
I gotta tuck in. What is going on? Why are we
It's the
doing
shopping.
this?
It's the shopping music, Rick.
Oh,
We're gonna have to go online shopping.
I'll take you everywhere on my
Yes.
little Zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom. Yeah.
I
That will be
would
weird.
love
In the
that.
dressing room.
Yes.
Well, not that. Let's don't do that.
Anyways, so that was last month's challenge.
Year, decade, last
decade's
decade's challenge.
Ugh. But we have a new one for you guys out there. And next show's challenge is fitness goals for the new year. Shalene, did you come up with this? Because I don't know what we're getting at here.
I did, yeah. I thought maybe we could take some fun screenshots with the exercise equipment in Vault 51,
Ah.
or maybe in Fallout 4, put together your build your own vault and get
So
some
a-
pictures of your dwellers.
A New Year's resolutions
Mhm.
challenge.
Yeah, New Year's resolutions challenge. Just show us what kind of wasteland workouts are going to help you get that summer body for your soul survivor, lone wanderer, vault dweller
How can they submit that to us?
on Twitter using the hashtag TFS challenge.
Good, she took the bait.
She almost forgot there for a minute.
Yes. You're like, what am I?
It's been a while.
So can I tell you how I started the new year off? Because it kind of fits in with this thing. So, New Year's Eve, I was like, I'm gonna pig out. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, I'm just gonna pig out. So I demolished an entire pack, pretty much, of double stuffed Oreos, which my body hated me for the next day. It's like we're gonna just go all
Sugar,
day.
yeah.
And my knees hurt. It was bad. And then like Cool Ranch Doritos, all of them. And then Martin's kettle cooked potato chips, all the grease. Like I was just drinking, eating. And so that night, I'm feeling bloated. I just had Arby's. I'm feeling bloated.
I love Arby's.
I've got stout beer in my gut.
Not
and-
only stout, you've got gout.
And all this stuff. And I'm sitting there playing video games in my dark room. Come New Year's Day. Yeah, New Year's Eve. So New Year's Day pretty much at this point. And I'm like wearing this shirt that's got holes in it. You know, I'm sure crumbs are on my lap. But I'm by myself in this dark room playing video games on New Year's Eve. And I move my hand back and I whack my full glass of porter all over myself, down my pants, and then on the floor. And I was on voice chat with my wife because she was downstairs, and we were playing Destiny 2, and I was like, babe, can you bring me paper towels? And she's like, sure. And as I'm sitting there, I can feel it like running down the inside of my leg, down into my chair, and I already know that I'm the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And I'm like doing this self-reflection in this moment. like I just started the new decade by spilling an entire beer all over myself in like this nasty shirt that I've had for 13 years. And I'm covered in Oreo dust. And I'm like, yay, 2020. It was so bad. It was so bad. I was like, this is the lowest I could possibly hit. So
well, hey,
all
it's good,
uphill
Rick.
from here.
Yes. You can only improve.
We've all had low moments.
Yeah.
I've been known to take a giant bag of chips and a bottle of wine with me into the bathtub. So
It sounds like a good evening. Really, it
we've
does.
all been there. And I'll have you know, chip bags are waterproof. So, just saying.
Does it just float there while you eat out of it? I love this. Oh,
We've all
man.
had our low points. It's okay.
Oh yes.
You just have
yes,
to
indeed.
accept that it happened and move on to being a better person.
But
Indeed.
things have improved in the last 2 days. I've
Well, that's good.
eaten much better.
That's good.
But I knew that New Year's was going to be my blow up. But that was like the start to 2020, and I was like, remember this moment, Rick. Never come back
Wow.
here.
Well, for everyone who's listening, I have to do my part. Diets don't work, you guys. Everything in moderation. Eat real food, nothing that's processed. That's
Cocaine in
how you
moderation.
manage weight. That's how you manage weight.
Anyway, what I really wanted to kind of talk about real quick before we wrap up is since Shalene's kind of been playing this weird game called Fallout 76, and me and Vendor have both uninstalled it consecutively. What is the state of the game like, Shalene? Like after these updates, when we all jumped off and we had this big like civil war in the Fallout community, what's it like?
I feel like we should have Archon on for this because he plays a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
But it's really it's in a sort of similar place to where it was in a lot of ways. It runs most of the time pretty reliably. You know, the bugs are usually not game breaking. They're back to those charming Bethesda silliness sort of bugs. But it's a deeply flawed game. It is a deeply flawed game that I have a lot of fun playing. You know, it's really that simple. It's
Mhm.
really that simple.
Well, I meant more like, does Fallout First, since you've had a month, well, almost maybe a little bit of a month of experience with it, does it really make the game feel like elitist versus pleb kind of thing? Is there very much a tier?
Okay, I've only had Fallout First since New Year's Eve.
Okay.
But I've played a lot while other people have had Fallout First. And it certainly doesn't feel like any kind of class war. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Even with the private world?
Yeah, no, nobody cares.
Well,
They're-
I mean,
those
do
people are in their
people-
private worlds. It doesn't
Do
affect
people?
us.
Do people know? Can you identify people that have Fallout First?
Well, you can buy a few different things because Fallout First includes the Ranger outfit. So anybody who is wearing the Ranger outfit, they bought Fallout First. It
Mhm.
includes some emotes, which are a Mothman dance and a robot dance. So if somebody's using those emotes, they've bought Fallout First. The music from those dances is incredibly obnoxious, particularly when you're waiting in the nuclear winter lobby. The music from those dances makes me want to just Hulk out and just flip tables and stuff. It's so obnoxious and annoying.
Hmm.
And then there are some icons that you can use with Fallout First. So you can tell when somebody has Fallout First. But I really haven't seen anybody with any kind of vitriol about it. Nobody cares. We're all just playing.
Do you, and this is kind of a question for you too, Vendor. Do you think Wastelanders could sway you back into playing?
Wastelanders will bring me back into the game, but I can't guarantee that it will keep me there.
Sure.
Mhm.
I have I have a feeling that Wastelanders is going to be good. I've got hope.
I'm cautiously
Got hope.
optimistic.
They've delayed it. They normally don't delay anything. They're like, here's a broken thing. We'll fix it later. And they've delayed this, and that makes me go, maybe they're taking a step back and having their Oreo beer moment themselves of like, we need to not do this. So I just
really want Oreos now.
dude, like ever since I
That's
figured
the
out
only result that we've had.
ever since I figured out you can take a fork and stick it in the cream because it works best with the double stuff, and then you dip it in the milk so your fingers don't get all nasty. That has been a game changer for my Oreo eating experience,
Oh my goodness,
dude. Sleeves of Oreos that way because your fingers don't get nasty.
How did we get back here?
I can't do it. I'll die. I can't
Yeah.
have Oreos in my house. I'll die. I have no self-control.
And because guys, I want to play Fallout again. Like I want to play 76, but there's like this part of me that I can't do it.
I think you should come play Fallout with me and just get over yourself.
Uh,
Wow.
I miss my friends.
Shalene, are you sure you're not part Canadian?
You're game shaming me into coming back here.
I miss my friends.
I know. It's just
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I love Archon. He's wonderful, but he's not you guys.
whoa.
I
Shots
miss
fired.
you guys. I
thing
miss
about
you
it is-
guys.
The thing about it is for me is that Fallout has gotten, in my eyes, subpar in such a way that I have become more attracted to playing other games. And now I'm involved in those other games and I
Yeah.
have no desire to go
Yeah.
back to Fallout 76. So
I
I've
feel like you
I've
guys have
left it
gotten
in
a
the
little
dust.
bitter. Yeah.
Well, it's not that I have gotten bitter. It's just that I have naturally progressed
Mhm.
into playing other things.
Mhm.
And I just kind of let it go that way because I realized that I had been spending a lot of time playing video games that I more or less kind of enjoyed playing, but sometimes they caused me a lot of stress. PUBG is a good example of that. And I mean, while I like playing games with you guys, though games like that, it wasn't a good mixture for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the phenomenon behind it. I just kind of have gone into this other direction of video games for right now.
Yeah.
And that's what it is, and I'm okay with it. We'll wait for Wastelanders to come
Yeah,
out.
a
I'm
break.
totally not
Yeah.
upset about not being able to or not playing Fallout 76. but that's what it is for me.
No, I agree with you. I think a break was warranted. I definitely do. It's always nice to take breaks from certain games. I mean, I'm inundated back with The Witcher 3 again, and my wife got me back into playing Destiny 2. I bought the Shadowkeep DLC, and I'm having a lot of fun with Destiny.
That's good.
And,
Jess really likes Destiny. She's been playing it a lot.
Jess, are you
Destiny
playing on PC?
is so good.
Shalene, we need to finish. Like, they leveled everybody up. Like, everyone is now like at 750. Shalene, like armor
What?
rating. Everyone.
We were like 350 the
I
last
know.
time I played.
It's because getting up in the armor level was so difficult. They're like, we're just leveling the playing field and then they made it more accessible. See, my problem with games like 76 and that sort of thing is at a certain point it becomes inaccessible to a casual gamer because to get the rewards.
Yeah.
You have to grind.
And
that's when
part
I
of
stopped.
the reason. Yeah.
And that's absolutely true. And that's something that we need to note here as well, that I have had a somewhat charmed experience with Fallout 76 because I play with Archon and he has everything and he can do.
But that's a problem for me because I
Yeah.
want to be able to achieve those things by myself. But in order to achieve those things, I have to play with people who have already achieved it, and therefore the point is moot.
And
So
yeah, but that's something that's definitely softened my experience with 76.
Yeah.
Is
anyways, I really look forward to Wastelanders. I do think that it could potentially be the game's saving grace. But we'll see.
definitely. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that and get a recap. And it's just, I think we're all three going to try it again when Wastelanders comes out and kind of give our thoughts on that and see what happens after that. But yeah, so that concludes our show. No emails or anything like that. But if you wanted to email us, you could do so by emailing us at info@wejustlovegames.com. Do you guys have any announcements or any closing remarks?
Stay tuned next Friday for another wonderful episode of Game Stack podcast. I'm sure we all have a lot to talk about, given that we've been playing so many games over the holidays.
Oh, yes.
And that we've got some new toys from Santa. So, and also, Shalene, are we going to play Life is Strange on Sunday?
sure, let's do it.
Okay, what time?
I don't know.
Oh, here's the
We'll
clincher.
figure that out and get back to you guys.
Also, next episode of Game Stack next Friday is going to be the episode where we talk about all the free games and new games that come out in January. My favorite segment. So yeah,
Looking
All
forward
right.
to that. Oh, is it going to be the Stack Awards too?
Oh, we need to do the Stack Awards.
Ooh, I
Are we going to do
forgot.
that next week?
We are totally
we might
doing
as
that
well.
next week. It's
Let's
yes,
start
we got
the
to.
year off. Yeah.
Okay,
here
so
we-
guys,
here we
please
go.
email in your own Game of the Year list.
I'm so
We're just going to
excited.
segue the show into a company meeting.
Oh man. All right. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. If you feel the itch to contact one of us or say hi or thank you or we hate you, anything, I love it.
Don't.
What?
I mean, I was thinking it, but
I'm kidding.
You can send all the love mail to @thatfalloutshow on Twitter, @WeJustLoveGames, @Rick McVick. You can send the hate mail to @Shalene L, and then the rest of the good love letters to @VendorTronIn, since she added
we
that
also
in
have
there.
a P.O. box too.
We do.
Don't we? Yeah.
P.O. Box 396, P.O. Box 396, Corona, New Mexico, 88318. And you can send postcards and lemonade recipes and whatever else. Hopefully not anthrax, none of that. But you can send those things to our P.O. Box.
Unless it's CDs of the band Anthrax. Better yet, vinyl. And every time someone says a P.O. box, I want to say, take a bite out of crime. But anyway. You can also reach us on Facebook. Facebook.com. Nobody gets the take a bite out of crime?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
McGruff, the crime dog.
Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois. 60652. Take a bite out of crime.
Take a bite out of crime.
Anyway, it's
That's
a
an American
U.S. thing.
thing.
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can reach us on Facebook at facebook.com/thatfalloutshow and /groups/thatfalloutshow. And also /WeJustLoveGames and /groups/WeJustLoveGames. Again, you can email us at info@WeJustLoveGames.com. We always look forward to those. Like this video and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/WeJustLoveGames. And you can find our show on iTunes and Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Still waiting for the Alexa skill. Hasn't come through yet. You can leave us a review on iTunes, and if it's 5 stars with some text, we will shout you out at the beginning of the show. We record live every other Friday at 6:30 Mountain, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on twitch.tv/WeJustLoveGames. And check out our other show next Friday, which is GameStack, same time, same place. And it's all about the GameStack Awards, which is always the prestigious award show that everyone looks forward to. So that's next Friday. Thank you so much for listening. Shalene, do you have a last word?
We're born in the vault. We die in the vault.